Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Trojans going up against the Bats. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and towing the slab here, Bob Gibson.
Great sinker, although it's not his primary pitch. It's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's the third baseman, Luis Rengifo. 0-1. And that's in the dirt. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him. One away on the strikeout. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Line to left. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift off.
Juan Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. That misses. And 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next pitch is inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tatis runs. Pitch almost got him. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Tries to get back and save. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
First pitch misses. Yeah, that's fouled off. Tatis at second. Soto at first. 2 out of the inning. Not close with that one. And it's 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. This one in the dirt. And it's through for a hit. Here comes Tatis around third. He will score and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0. In there safely. And they take a 2-run lead. So runner at second, 2 down. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Fastball for a strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball, that's it.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swinging a foul straight back. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third. Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order. Swing and a miss, strike one.
All one's the count.
Fought off foul. Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And now the DH, Pete Alonso.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball one. Just missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ripped on a line. Crow Armstrong makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Here's Francisco Lindor. That one is hammered right field. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. That one to first. And he's out on the tag. Mike Piazza will hit next. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball. Runner at third. 2 away. Next offering is downstairs. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and you guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 outs with a runner at third. This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 2 outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs. Now the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz.
Now this was a story we were paying attention to before the game.
They get the force. That's the inning. Back here at PNC Park, second inning set to go. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Tosses across to first. 1 up, 1 down. We see Pete Crow Armstrong now. How about this? Both of his parents are actors. Swing and a foul out of play. Crow Armstrong, 22 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. The 0-1. Foul ball there. And that one in the air center field. Griffey gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. So the lineup flips over. Luis Rengifo digs in now. And that one ripped to left. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. That's off the inside corner.
Inside.
The count now 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And there's a strike. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
And the batter now, Tony Clark. And first offering is fouled off.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Here's the swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. 1 out, base is empty. Brian Reynolds here. And that is out of play. Harper pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Leo DeVries. Ground ball right side. Marte sends it to first. That ends the inning. And we're back. Juan Soto now. Gibson back to work. And a foul ball. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time. They get the out on Soto. Bryce Harper to the plate. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
They say it went.
0-2 is the count.
Towards first and foul ball. To the right side, slides for the stop, over to first, and that's a great play for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 1. Two outs, base is empty. That clips the corner. Next offering way off the plate. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Line drive, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marte leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The next offering misses. Ball 2. Just missed.
Inside.
I know a slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that 4-seamer.
3-2.
Breaking ball in there. Got him. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Pete Alonso. That one inside. 1-0. And delivers outside. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. In the dirt, 2-1. In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is filled up.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play there, Dave.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
A great back and forth, and not at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's one away.
That's enough.
And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Walked his first time. Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Here's the throw. Hung up in a rundown now, and he's out easily. But one run is in to score. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning if they tie game.
Out there to center. He's under it. Makes the grab. That is the inning. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's Trout.
If you don't get ahead
I
in
was
the
just
count,
calling and saying
you
my
can
dad's
forget about
going
having
now.
any success against him.
I know. Is he going to sit next to us?
Yeah, I got him a seat right next to
And the
him.
first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Yeah. You got work?
Nah, I just got home.
That one fouled
I'm
off.
leaving right now. So over since today. I'm so tired.
The 0-2.
Who you telling?
I just feel like Fridays, just
Well,
everything.
with the shift on, hits right into it.
Yeah, niggas just
Slings it
ready for the
across.
weekend.
That's the first.
Fridays, you don't even want to do nothing. You just want to just go home and
And
relax.
now, Cal Raleigh.
Yeah.
He's 0 for 1.
I didn't do the morning workout class this morning. I've been doing that like every day, so it just put me like in a good mood. So I was just like cranky all day. Like,
Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know? Tyler's not going though.
Nah. I told Madison hit me up. I guess like just too much stuff coming up, and he has golf tomorrow. He has ran or something. I was like, oh, I'll get his ticket.
And a good eye there.
She's like, nah.
Really
He said,
good take,
nah.
especially with 2 strikes.
Wait, why were you riding him through Madison?
She texted me
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
because I asked him last night. I don't know if he like said something to
So
her.
2 down now, and here is Pete Crow
But yeah,
Armstrong.
I'm golfing with him tomorrow.
Oh, you are?
Swinging a foul straight back.
BJB and Connor. Big Ray.
Swing and a ball popped up.
I
Lindor
know.
under this
I
one.
don't like it when it's this hot, bro.
Makes the play, and it's out
Yeah, it's
number
hot as
3.
fuck.
We're shipping a job in the desert right now, like in Arizona. I'm like, I can't believe y'all are building out there.
So you want me to scoop you on the way?
Low ball. We're just gonna meet Pops there.
Back here.
Yeah, I asked him when I left. He said,
Here's
yeah,
the
he'll
center
just meet me
fielder,
there.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go to the gym right now, and I can just go home, shower, chill, and just save my appetite for a glizzy at the
Strike one.
Gator.
Well, he's been
That's what I'm
incredibly
saying.
efficient this one. First pitch strike
I
percentage
haven't-
over
I barely even
70%.
seen these
That's
throws.
well above league
Previous,
average, and
tight.
that's what's allowed him to pitch well.
Jasmine
up to this
said her
point.
boss said it was good.
Armstrong.
But, you know, I
Puts it
fuck
in,
with the Mission
and
Impossible
it's 1-1.
series. Like, I fucked with all the movies so far.
Tom Cruise.
And now the first baseman, Tony Clark.
Still him,
He's
right?
already homered
Yeah.
in this game.
Solid.
Nigga, if it wasn't even
bro.
Tom Cruise, I wouldn't even go. Like, what?
How's the new schedule treat you?
In
Way
the
better?
air right field.
Yeah.
I feel
Tatis puts it away for the out.
Then what do
And
you do
there's
like
two
with
away.
Jay during the day? You still
Here's
drop
the
and
left
pick her up?
fielder, Brian Reynolds.
She goes to school.
Up the middle, and he knocks
Not
it
on
down.
summer break yet?
The
Nah.
throw is still in
Like
time.
2 more weeks.
He keeps it. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Yeah.
Now the third baseman, Luis Rengifo. 1
Oh,
for 2.
man. For sure. So what time? It starts at 6:45, so you just put me
And
like...
a swing and a miss.
6:30?
Rengifo in his
Starts at
sixth season,
6:25.
26 years old,
6
and he
o'clock.
was born in Venezuela.
Starts
There's
at
a swing and a
6:25.
Is it? Yep.
Get out of town.
Like, I'll probably leave here at like 5:45.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
5:45? Okay, for sure. Yeah, I'll be
Swing
ready.
and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right
What you
field.
got going this
And
weekend?
it falls. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Just Shane's baby's birthday.
Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay.
Oh, okay.
He's in there.
I don't know. Some art.
What's his name again?
Weston.
Runner at
Weston?
third.
Yeah.
Nobody out. Now it's
bet
going to
him, I
be
bet him.
Juan Soto. Out towards right center field. Junior sizing this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The relay to the plate. And he's in there. A run comes in on the play. Here comes Bryce Harper.
See you in a couple hours.
All right.
To the right side. And that's
I just
just
took them
foul.
out.
Okay.
But make sure you feed them and take them out before you leave.
All right.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Ketel Marte. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average. But oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 5-2. Lindor in the box again, takes a strike. That one the other way. Reaching for it, makes the catch. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Leo DeVries. That's ripped, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these guys doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
DeVries aboard here at first with nobody out. That one at 95 missed up top. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 away. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Caught in a rundown now, and they tag him out. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Slice to right. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. So runner at second, 2 down. So here's Kyle Tucker now. And there's a hit. Lindor around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
God damn it.
Back here in Pittsburgh, top of the 6th inning. Here's Mike Trout. That one finds the zone. Strike one. And it's fouled away.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Tucker makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Tucker going back. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Around second now, as they still don't have it. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Waste no time there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Oh, that hit him. Runner from third comes across, and they lead by 4. Now they get the runner and a rundown. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off, Mike Piazza. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And a good start to the inning.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
On the ground, 2 ball. Marte throws to first in time. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Next to hit, Ken Griffey Jr.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exact.
Hit hard, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's got no chance. He's out. So up next, Tony Clark. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Brian Reynolds. And that is that. We go to the top of the 7th, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle, DeVries. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Josh Hader gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
0-1's the count.
Lifted in the air, right center field. He can't get there. It's a base hit.
Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
0-1.
The changeup missing, and a count even 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Corrals it. And there are 2 outs.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Marte now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Leo DeVries. And first offering is fouled off. Ersig, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
In plenty of time to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Alonso, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
2 down, bases empty. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Foul ball.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Hader back to work. Hader goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now batting, Mike Trout. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. 1 out, bases empty. A little out front there as he swings through it. On a line, base hit. Man at first with 1 gone. Stepping in, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one wrapped foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Cuts and misses. It's a strike. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. Tosses to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Mike Piazza, the next to hit.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball.
Bases
2 strikes.
empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Gets a piece and stays alive. Harper snags it for the 2nd out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the 3rd baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. That one at triple digits.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Crow Armstrong running hard to get it and makes the grab. And that back here in Pittsburgh now. New pitcher on now, Eric Gagne. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Next pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. There's a strike. On the ground right side. Takes it himself, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So up next, Fernando Tatis Jr. Outside. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Oh, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. And he grounds one to the right side. To first, they get the out on Soto. Back here at PNC Park. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. In the air, left field. Trout settles under it. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. He's 2 outs away. Next is switch hitting first baseman, Tony Clark. And a big swing and a miss.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Swings and misses.
No ball,
0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensure safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
That's a base hit. The throw into second. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, he put a great swing on it.
Fires across the diamond, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Leo DeVries. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. Next pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
Full count.
This could end it. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game. And you're fine. All right, ready to go here. Now a chance for Pete Alonso. And that misses. And we are underway. That one drilled left field. Reigns makes the grab, one down. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. 1 out, bases empty. That's the third. Bregman sends it across to first, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Kyle Tucker.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
On the ground. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Fenway, and on the mound today, Blake Snell.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Pete Crow Armstrong stands in now and watches strike one. Lays down a bunt to the right side, and they put the tag on him for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
2-0.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. 1 out and a runner at second. Next pitch is outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of
runner takes off, hit on the ground to short. Oh, what a stop. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
No balls,
and the count
2
is
strikes.
0-2. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Bregman off of first with 2 away. And strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Junior right there to make the grab, and that ends the inning. Top of the second. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Ball one on a pitch inside. Foul ball there. Out to short, Beltre. Over to first. And a quick out, number 1. And now, Ellie De La Cruz. Ground ball right side. And that one handled. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And now, Ken Griffey Jr. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Santander brings it in. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second, and the batter will be the shortstop, Adrian Beltre. That's a strike. Snell, a tall lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 and 2's the count.
Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Next to hit, Jaysdad20. Late swing, fouled off. And the lefty with the 0-1. Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Center field. Griffey gets under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's the second baseman, Jaysdad20. There goes the runner. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will end the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now, Tony Clark. Messina back to work. Headed towards the corner. And there's 1 down. Brian Reynolds here. Tapped softly on the ground. Beltre. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now it's the second baseman, Leo DeVries. And misses inside. Reynolds at first, 1 gone. Right side, and foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That one is absolutely belted. Crow Armstrong ranges back. And it's off the wall. Coming around third is Reynolds. Not in time. He's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. First pitch swinging.
No balls, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That's it.
Inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Francisco Lindor. Inside, just missed. Hard hit, right side. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning and stops. Back in Boston, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the left fielder, Tim Raines. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And a pitch. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's out to center field. Nabs it, and there's 1 down. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. On the ground to 3rd. Throws to 1st in time. Now it's Alex Bregman. Swings through that one.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. DeVries makes the grab, and that. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Start of the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Well, these players, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats. And I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
1-2 here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one not close. And the count is even, 2-2. Stays alive. Swing and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. 2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. He is safe. Ken Griffey Jr. Getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swung on, belted. He's under it. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. Relay throw home. He safe.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Clark at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Outside with a breaking ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back inside Fenway Park. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. Swinging a foul out of play.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
That one ripped. On the warning track and hauls it in. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Adrian Beltre. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a chopper out to short. Lindor on to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. Tap foul at the plate. Reynolds, 26 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it bangs off the monster. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Handles, throws to first, one away here in the fifth.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Alonso in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
And it's quickly 0-2. The designated hitter.
Ball.
One away with a runner at third. And we're in the top of the fifth. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
That's hard hit on the line. He's got it, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and here's the first baseman, Jose Bautista. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is outside. Swing and a ground ball. DeVries tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Jason Varitek will hit next. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. That misses,
ball.
And it's a ball and a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. This one in the air, center field. Junior in position, squeezes it, and there's 2 down. Now here is Chase Utley. Fly to left his first time. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Next pitch inside, 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Junior pulls it down, and that'll do it. Back here in Boston, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Messina back to work. And it goes just foul. Fought off foul. The 0-2. That one to first. Takes it himself. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Mike Piazza, 1 for 2. Crow Armstrong hauls it in, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 2 in this one. Strike one.
0-1.
In the air, right side. Santander makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the 6th. Digging in, Tim Raines. And he takes one right on the black. Strike one.
No ball.
You know, this guy's
strike.
great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And there's one away.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Crow Armstrong at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And now it's Alex Bregman. On the ground, right side. Clark takes it to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.